If you've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, and who hasn't, judging by the box office numbers, you'll remember the iconic phrase from the end credits song, 3 is the magic number. Hip-hop group De La Soul's 1989 song was one of the last things viewers were left with following No Way Home's climactic ending. Just like how the first two Tom Holland movies, Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home, ended on Blitzkrieg Bop and Vacation respectively, I feel like on multiple levels the magic number works in favor of No Way Home, more so than most other credit songs I've heard. So here's why it works so well and why 3 really is the magic number. 3 is the magic number. Those words have been said by many, and for good reason. 3 is a magic number throughout human history, the 3 fates of Greek mythology, the Holy Trinity of Catholicism. In filmmaking and art, 3 is the magic rule of thirds. The rule of thirds shows that an image split up into 3 sections of 3 becomes more satisfying and more pleasing to look at. 3 has been considered a so-called magic number dating back to the days of the Greeks, when mathematician Pythagoras figured that 3 was a magic number, and that 3 symbolized harmony, wisdom, and understanding. Or, as the Schoolhouse Rock tune goes, the heart, the brain, and the body. But 3 is also a magic number surrounding the Spider-Man movies. As many know, there have been a couple Spider-Man reboots. 3, in fact. And Spider-Man No Way Home is the third of Tom Holland's solo movies. Additionally, 3 is the magic number can be taken as the third movie finally got it right. Or not, if you don't think No Way Home is better than Homecoming or whatever. The 3 Spider-Man reboots allowed the creatives in charge of the latest trilogy to learn from their predecessors' mistakes, and perfect their take on Spider-Man. So creatively, 3 was the magic number. Or, we can look at it like this. Multiversal shenanigans aside, this movie is centric on the friendship between Tom Holland's Peter Parker, Jacob Batalon's Ned Leeds, and Zendaya's Michelle Jones-Watson. Through the MCU Spider-Man movies, Peter has worked with and been bonded to his friends. Ever since Homecoming, Ned Leeds has been there for Peter in and out of the suit. Literally, as Peter Parker's best friend and Spider-Man's guy in the chair. Their bond is part of what makes Tom's movies so fun, and Batalon and Holland's chemistry as BFFs has been one of my favorite parts of the MCU. Additionally, watching Michelle and Peter fall in love was great, and fairly realistically done for a high school romance. While their romance was rushed to be established in Far From Home, throughout the movie it became very natural and believable, and became even more so in No Way Home. This made it even more tragic when Peter's romance with Michelle and friendship with Ned was wished away. 3 was a magic number for the team of Peter, MJ, and Ned, but at the end of the movie, due to Strange's spell and Peter's sacrifice, now the number is down to 1. And now, for the biggest thematic reason why 3 is the magic number for Spider-Man No Way Home. 3 corresponds to the 3 Spider-Men. Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire all crossed paths in No Way Home, and teamed up for the first and probably last time in an incredible moment in cinematic history. The chemistry between the 3 actors was on point, and the 3 characters worked incredibly well together. While it was magical to see these 3 actors on screen together, character-wise the 3 Spider-Men also worked amazingly well. Each Spidey had their own arc and role in the story. Tom was our protagonist, who was the central focus of the movie and its themes, and also the youngest of the 3 Spider-Men. He was going through a particularly rough time in his life, as his decisions to cast a dangerous spell set in motion the events that would cause the Green Goblin of Tobey's world to kill Tom's Aunt May. Being the youngest, Tom's Peter also had the most to learn emotionally, yet his role in the Spider-Man team as the leader was cemented by what he could teach the other Peters: how to work as a team. Tobey Maguire's Peter served the role of the wizened older Spider-Man. His possibly 20 plus years of crime fighting as the Webbed Warrior had caused him to become a great Spider-Man and to live a happy life, but also to have many regrets. Foes and friends alike whom he wished he could have saved, such as Harry and Norman Osborn and Dr. Octavius, haunted him. And then we have Andrew Garfield's Peter, who had lost the person he held most dear, Gwen Stacy, years prior, and had become a more brutal Spider-Man in the wake of her death. Having recently recovered from this dark stretch in his life, Andrew's Peter still battled his inner demons, but was beginning to have a better outlook in life. But let's go back to Pythagoras and the Greeks. 3 symbolizes harmony, wisdom, and understandings. Each one of these Peters can represent one of the aspects of the 3. Tom represents harmony, the heart, as he teaches the other Spider-Man teamwork. Andrew represents understanding, the body, as he most understands what it's like for Tom to lose a loved one. And Toby represents wisdom, the brain, as he is the oldest, wisest, and most experienced Spider-Man. The 3 Spider-Men are facets of the number 3. 3 has been a magic number for all of time, and continues to be in Spider-Man No Way Home. Whether 3 refers to 3 movies, 3 friends, or 3 Spider-Men, 3 truly is the magic number.
Set aside a legal substance to feed him for now, get him high off this dialect drug. Time is a factor, so it's time to count. Count not the negative actions.